So the early and late Aquarius people are living different lives at this moment. The early ones, born on the 20-something of January, are dealing with Pluto, the slow planet of deep transformation, of being stripped of naive ideas and of getting real in a not too pleasant way. Pluto is not gentle. It loves showing us the real thing that we were too chickenhead to notice or accept before. And if you are one of these lucky ones, you may feel out of your depth already. It's as if, well, I wish that certain people would not have ruined the red pill metaphor for me, but here we go. You see things that are different, or like that are difficult to integrate with your previous ideas of life, of yourself, and then also a powerful push in this direction you will get from Mars in the second half of April. Mars will enter Leo, your cosmic area of important partnerships and also adversarial relationships. And from here, it will be challenging Pluto in your own sign. In your life, this can look like some important person in your life or an influential person in your life. A partner, a friend, a competitor, an opponent, an enemy, also possible, will challenge you. And the only way you can come out of this on top is to act in line, not with the old, more naive ideas of who you are, but in line with the new, more difficult and controversial ones. So maybe don't try to act like a good person, but like a person who actually wants to have the upper hand here and who has the discipline and the will to achieve just that. Just an option. And also, before we get to that point, there is a lot that planets do before that in the first half of April. And then in the first half of April, a lot is happening in Pisces, and this is your cosmic area of private finances. So earnings, spending, and belongings. At the start of the month, Mercury and Venus retrograde are here, moving backwards towards Saturn, that expects some form of frugality from you. And then retrograde means that some past topics, issues, or projects may be important or need to be either finished, brought to fruition, or reassessed and maybe discontinued. So the first 2 weeks of April is a good time to finish some long-standing project that can bring you your hard-earned cash. Or also a good time to let go of a project that will not bring you cash, or resell something that is less valuable to you than what you really need or want now. Or maybe you decide to say no to a well-paying job because you have other priorities now. That is also a possibility. Mars in Cancer, so before it moves into Leo on the 18th, will be helping you with that by giving you more energy to do some day-to-day labor and to deal with people you hired to help you with that. Then a full moon in Libra on the 13th may be interesting for you in that it may bring up topics of expansion, education, adventure, and culture, and media. It's not a life-changing full moon, but it may show you what you have achieved as well as what you are not happy with in one of these areas. This is more important for people who are professionally dealing with like media, international affairs, education, culture, and such. And then the pressure will start building up in Aries. So month already starts with a nebulous, dreamy Neptune already here in your area of thinking, communication, intellectual labor in general. your thinking will need to expand, become more transcendental, spacious. You will get tired or maybe irritated with thinking narrowly. Then on the 16th, Mercury will also enter Aries from Pisces, so you will have some new thoughts or old thoughts that are suddenly more attractive when looked at through, I don't know, new standards. Venus will join the two on the 30th of April, and this is when those new thoughts will require new packaging, more attractive packaging. So you would be able to show those thoughts to others, and others would see them as attractive or maybe even be seduced with them. And a spoiler, the demanding planet Saturn will also move into Aries at the end of May. So this is not the end of the development of those ideas. You don't just make them attractive and that's it. With Saturn here, you will have to do a lot of actual hard work here for like 2 years, maybe 3 years. So maybe study, maybe write something important to you, maybe learn some skills that are hard to acquire. The point is, it has to inspire you, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it, but it cannot be easy. Then finally, there is a new moon in Taurus on the 27th of April, and this one falls into your astrological house of home and family. And then remember how I talked about the conflict of Pluto in your sign and Mars in Leo in the house of important partnerships and worthy opponents. Well, this standoff may be important, instrumental in which decisions you will be taking on and after the 27th regarding to the issues of family and home. Whether you can make your opponent or partner do what you want them to do is unknown, but you most likely can make sure that you do what you want in this regard.